up, faves? My name is siyamthandandamase, and the N is for Ndamase. Darling, if you are new here, my name is siyamthandandamase, and I am a South African YouTuber. Hopefully you stay and subscribe, and most importantly, you enjoy this video. Guys, thank you so much for always supporting me and my content. I know that the last story time was not the best. I was trying something new, and you guys clearly did not like it because people started dragging me. So I promise from now on, I'll just tell you guys the news that you guys want to hear, because clearly like you just want me to sit on top of business and you don't want any substitutions as far as that is concerned. So I promise to do much better. Today's video is a story time, as the title of the video says. Guys, I scratched myself. It is so painful. And it's starting to bleed. But anyways, today's video is a story time, and I am not proud of the story time, but I'll tell you guys. Also, it's about a guy that I've told you guys the story time about on my channel. Remember that guy who took me to Cape Town, who saved me a lot of money and stuff like that. So I went back and I'm not proud. And you know what? If you guys want to judge me, you can judge me for all you want, but I just want to say I acknowledge my mistakes and I am not the person I used to be, okay? So at some point this one day, I was really sad, and this one day I was really sad, and I was just at home just thinking and going through something basically. So then I received a call from the guy, right? So this is that very same guy that once flew me to Cape Town. Guys, this thing is bleeding and it is so painful. I underestimated it. I hate scratching my thighs or my legs. It's not a nice thing. But anyways, okay, so this one particular day, I'm chilling at home. I'm sad over something that happened, and I was really down bad sad that day. So then he just out of the blue calls me after we had not spoken in a long time. He did do that, honestly. Like, he would always just like randomly check up on me after we haven't spoken in a long time. So I really didn't mind. It was not something new because it was a thing that he usually does. So he calls me, and I don't think I had his current number at the time, and I picked up. Then he's like, "Hey, Sia, how are you doing?" I'm like, "Hey, it's you. I'm good, thanks. How are you?" And he's like, "I'm good, thanks." And my energy was very low, pretty much. And I think he felt it more than anything, because he was like, "You don't sound like yourself. Are you okay?" And I kept saying, "Yeah, I'm fine." Then he was like, "Nah, you can be honest with me. Are you okay?" And I honestly lied because I didn't want to get down to the discussion as to why I'm not okay, because it was quite a big deal. So then he was like, "Do I want to unpack? Do I want to talk about it?" I was like, "No, I don't want to talk about it." And he was like, "No, man, I can't let you chill in Durban and chill indoors when you are not okay. Come to Joburg and let's have a good time." So I was like, "Okay, what do I have to lose? I could just go to Joburg and de-stress, you know?" But he was like, I should fly. I think he called me around about 2-3 p.m. and he was like, I should fly that evening. And I was like, "No, that's too soon for me. That's too short notice. I will wake up tomorrow and grab a flight." However, I ended up booking a flight for like 6 p.m. I think past 6 p.m. around those times, because I wanted to have enough time to pack, to prep, and all of that kind of stuff. So then I was like, "Sharp," and he was like, "Yeah, I'm sending you money now." So he was sending me money for the flights and for me to be able to make it to Joburg. Literally, by the time we cut the call, the money was in my account, and he's like, "Come through to Joburg, let's de-stress. I don't want you overthinking and being at home. I don't want you being by yourself. I want to be with you and whatever you're going through," right? So fine, then I book my flight, wake up in the morning, I pack, I prep myself. I went to Hey by Cindy to get my installation, and then Guys, I'm so sorry for the background noise. I'm filming during daylight because I won't have time in the evening, and these cars, child, just keep on hooting. And I stay by the main road. I think I've told you guys this before, but apologies for any background noises you might experience. So fine, I wake up, I pack, I go get my installation done. My nails were already done and everything else. My lashes were done. I think it was just a matter of getting an installation at that time. I then head to the airport. I land in Joburg. He was not able to fetch me, and I'll tell you why he wasn't able to fetch me. I then Ubered from the airport to his place. Get to his place, and it's a different place than the last time. However, I knew that he had a lot of apartments in Joburg that he owns. So that day specifically, I didn't know he was going to take me to a different one, but I knew that he has a lot of them, and he had told me about them prior, that like he has, remember when I stayed at the Leonardo, because he owned an apartment there. Then when in the other story time that I told you guys. So then when I went to Joburg that time around, I thought like, I'm gonna stay at the Leonardo again. Then he was like, nah, he had said that he's gonna show me all of his apartments. So today he's taking me to a different one. Today I'm going to a different one. Sorry, not he's taking me, because I actually Ubered from the airport to his place. But I had asked him when I was at the airport, when he sent me the address, that like, this is not the Leonardo, and he was like, nope. But he had already told me that he's gonna show me his different apartments. Sharp, land, get into the Uber to his apartment. I get there, it's beautiful. It's in Sandton, gorgeous building, one of the top buildings in Sandton. And he stays at the rooftop, obviously, and the views are just, breathtaking. Like, they are out of this world. I then get to the apartment and he fetches me from downstairs, hug, greets, AC, are you gonna be grand? I'm like, nah, it's okay. He's like, you're gonna be fine, don't worry about it. Life is like that sometimes. Mind you, I hadn't told him what was happening. So sharp. I then get to the apartment. When I get there, there were a lot of girls, probably like 4 girls, and then there were I think there were about 4 girls and about 4 guys. Yeah, there were 4 girls and 4 guys. No, there were 5 girls and 4 guys. Then I got there. When I got there, the other 2 guys that were there, it seemed as if they were editing something. I think they were part of production or something like that. So they were editing. And then one of the guys that's there, I have met him before through him. Through the guy I'm there for. I've met his friend through... we need to give him a name, and I've forgotten what name I used to give him in the other story times. But Biggie's friend, let's call him Biggie's friend, because I remember in the other story time, the person that was called Biggie had sent me money. So let's call him Biggie's friend. So Biggie's friend is my friend, the guy that flew me to Joburg. Now his other friend was there, and the other friend, I had met him before here in Durban when he came, when they both came to Durban actually, and they were like, let's go out for brunch. We went out for brunch with my friend, and we had a great time. Honestly, like, nice brunch, proper vibes and everything. So that guy was there as well, except now he had a girlfriend, and his girlfriend was there, a beautiful tall African queen girl, child. That girl is still my friend even now on Instagram, because she is fine AF, and I love her. Like, I love her. I adore that honey. Like, that girl was nice to me day one. She's always been nice, always been there for me, and regardless of what happened between the guy and I, she's always stayed to like my friend. So then I see this beautiful tall girl, we get along fine. And when she got there, she was like, hey, like, she was very welcoming compared to the other girls. The other girls were just quiet. And one of them was giving me attitude for some odd reason, but I didn't care. Okay, let me tell the story properly, and the event must land. So I get there, there's these people, and then these 2 guys, before the guys left, he decides to give me a tour of the entire place. So I see that it's a 2-bedroom penthouse, and it has beautiful, guys, beautiful, just beautiful. The views are beautiful. So we go outside and he walks me through the place. He shows me was the swimming pool, was what I see. And then beautiful Joburg views at night. Imagine lights all over. You could tell that this is the city of gold, honey. So we sit outside for a moment, and he's like, am I sure that I don't want to talk about what I'm going through? Then I'm like, no, I don't want to talk about it. I came here to de-stress and not to talk about my problems. Then he's like, okay, fine. So we get back inside, and he's like, do I want to go out? Because they're planning on going out. So I'm like, yeah, it's fine, we can go out. When we get back inside, the 2 guys leave, and so do the girls. The one girl that remains behind is Biggie's friend's girlfriend. So the other girl, the girl that I'm saying was nice to me the entire time, she decides to stay behind. Okay, so I don't know whose girlfriend is who's here, except for Biggie's friend and his girlfriend. I knew the 2 because you could tell that they're together, except with the other girls, I couldn't tell what was going on, and I didn't care, honestly. So they left, and then we were left, and then the 4 of us were left behind. So it's Biggie's friend, it's myself, it's the girlfriend, it's the girlfriend's guy. So we all chill, and they were drinking and having food. Then they're like, do I want any food? I'm like, yeah, I'm hungry, but I didn't want the food that was there, because they had traditional Nigerian meals. I'm not very familiar with Nigerian food, and I would like to be introduced to it gradually and not like at once, where I have to eat it at once. Like, I'm a very picky eater, so I need to be used to certain things before I eat them, or I need to make sure that it's appealing. I need to see where it was prepared or who prepared it. If it was a restaurant, that's fine, but like, I would like to know how the setup is at the restaurant. Like, I'm that type of person. I'm a picky eater. I don't eat everything. So that's why I opt to not eat sometimes when I'm at certain places. However, that's not the main reason why I didn't pick to eat the food at that time. I just wasn't familiar. Yeah, so I was like, I would rather they introduce me to the food bit by bit instead of like introducing me to everything at once. Also, I was really hungry at that time. So then they were like, okay, let's order food. They ordered me food on Uber Eats. And Uber Eats is very quick in Joburg, shame. The food arrived, I think, within 40 minutes or less, actually. Probably less than that. The food arrived, I ate, and then they were like, hey, so we're thinking of going out. I was like, oh yeah, we can go out. And then I went to get dressed. Now, my friend, this guy is my friend, and throughout the story times I've told you guys, he's been my friend. He has never expressed, said, or asked me to be his girlfriend. However, I did suspect that he likes me given how he treats me, but I was just like, I will avoid. I don't want to think on his behalf. I will not assume anything. I will act like I can't see. I'm also Stevie Wonder. I'm going to be that. So I just told myself, I'm just going to cruise nicely. And this is sharing it in the blind because I don't want us to lose our friendship, because I actually liked our friendship, and also I didn't like him like that. And I didn't want to let him know that I don't like him like that because I knew it would hurt him. So then we get dressed to go out. First red flag, he says to me, so I wore a pair of jeans, and then he was like to me with a top, a nice top. No, I wore a pair of jeans with like a cropped blazer. So, but like I'm covered, like fully covered, you know, long sleeve blazer kind of thing, jeans, and then I put on a nice pair of heels. So I come out and he's like, Sia, you're always hiding your skin and your body. That time you've got flawless skin, you've got beautiful body. Please just like, don't you have something else to wear? Like something that's gonna show your skin? And I'm like, no, I don't wanna show my skin. I wanna dress like this. And he's like, okay, I understand, my Sia, you look beautiful. Then fine, we leave, and I'm just like, who the hell does he think he is to tell me what to wear? Like, sharp. We leave the house, all four of us, and we get to the lounge, right? So this lounge is in Joburg, and it's like, I think it's a Nigerian lounge because there were a lot of Nigerians there, and also they played Afro beats. I was so happy about the music, child. They played Afro beats. When I got there, though, there were a lot of South African influencers. Like, there were a lot of South African influencers. I saw so many YouTubers and so many influencers that I know there. And I saw other creators like TikTokers, because I remember this guy from TikTok that's very tall that I had a crush on. You guys know him, but I will not mention his name. But I don't have a crush on him anymore. I saw him there. I saw a lot of like creators there. And we got there, our lounge was already, like our area that we were gonna sit, Kuyo was already like pre-booked. Got there, we sat, and they had already ordered 2 bottles of Verve. So we got to the place and our bottles were already on top of the table with 4 glasses, child, and we just sat, and 2 hubbies. But I don't smoke hubby, so they smoked. And then we sat there. I don't drink Verve because it's too sweet, and also I think just me knowing that it's not supposed to be drank raw, you're supposed to use it for cocktails or mimosas, those type of things. I think that messed up my head, because now I'm like, I'm supposed to dash this, I'm not supposed to drink this alone. So I like Yellow Label, right? So at the time I then ordered, at the time I liked Yellow Label, then I ordered Yellow Label. And then they had 2 Yellow Labels and 2 Verve. And then we sat, had drinks. But like, I think I had 2 glasses of champagne, and I was just like, I'm not having a good time, because I think I just wasn't there. Like, as much as the music was banging and I had a great time, but I was just like, yeah, like I want to go home now. So we sat there, we drank. While we're sitting there, bank notification, 14K sent to my account. Mind you, it's around 10 p.m, 11 p.m. at night. So this money sent to my account. And then he then texts me and he's like, please pay the bill. I've sent you the money. I think before you even send money to somebody else's card or somebody else's account, you have to first ask for their permission. Like, we cannot be doing transactions at night, at that time, around that time of the night. Obviously, the banks and the bankers and everyone knows that during that time, you're obviously out at groove. The minute suspicious activities happen, it means you are out drinking your money or you're within the streets. And I just don't want that kind of, I don't want those kind of records under my name. You know, like if I'm going to go out and I'm going to pay the bill, I prepare myself in advance. I budget and I know how much money I'm going to spend, and I know how to spend that amount of money. Now, when you send me 14K to pay for the bill, and I think the bill was around, I think it was like 10K. Yeah, I think it was around 10K. Now, if I'm paying for the bill and I'm paying around 10K, at that time of the night, that's going to be on my bank statement, dude. Let's get that correctly. And this is part of the reason why I had a problem with him and the transactions he does, within the first story time I told you guys, because he sends money during suspicious hours and suspicious amounts of money that are supposed to be spent at Groove. Fine, guys. He sends this money. He's like, I should pay the bill. I'm like, okay, I'll talk to him when we get home. I pay the bill, then we leave. Get to the crib. They chilled downstairs. I wanted to sleep because I was just tired. Guys, I slept in my jeans. I slept with my jeans on and the entire blazer. If you are a girl, you definitely know, even if you're a guy, actually, you know that jeans are very much uncomfortable. But I was like, I will sleep with my jeans on because I didn't want no suspicious activities to happen. Or at least it's his sense like he must have a hard time. Because I don't want to lie, I didn't trust him like that. Like, I really did not trust him because, firstly, I didn't trust him enough to be my boyfriend. I didn't trust him. My trust for him was limited, just as a friend. And Akhona, a friend that's for certain situations, a friend that's for a good time, and not an everyday life kind of friend because of how he was moving. Slept with my jeans on and my blazer. Then I felt him coming into bed, during, I think around about 1 a.m. or 2 a.m., around those times though. And shame, he respected me enough because he had a normal sheet and then he had a fitted sheet, and then he slept on top of the fitted sheet. Mind you, I hated when people do that, but I was like, I'm so glad because boundaries. Fine, we slept, woke up the next day, and then he was like, oh, so we're gonna go out for breakfast or brunch. I must wake up and get ready, and I should let him know where I want to go for brunch. Woke up, took a shower, got ready, and then we went out for brunch to this other restaurant. We were also going to be able to have mimosas. Mind you, before, I have not spoken to him about the whole money situation, right? And the whole boundary situation. And then we showered, then we Ubered to, okay, it was not an Uber, they have a driver. But I think the driver is in the Uber business. I think it's an Uber guy. I think he operates Ubers, but then he's also their driver. So I think he's their guy that they call to come pick them up. So the guy came in a bus, and then in a minibus, and then he fetched us, and then we, on our way to brunch, 10K sent to my account. Guys, at this point, I am getting pissed because I'm getting upset. I am getting upset, and we're all in the car, so I can't really speak about it because everybody's in the car, and I don't want to be that girl that messes up breakfast for everybody. But I took him 10,000, and then he's like to me that that's the money we're gonna use for brunch, and that so F&B. Then, because the time that the previous night a transaction of about 10K was happening in my account, they contacted me because of the suspicious activity. So then they had already sent me SMSs and stuff like that. So then this money comes in, and then I decide that, okay, let me go withdraw money that's going to be for brunch. So I withdrew around about 4K, right? Because I'm thinking brunch should not be that expensive. Provided that the brunch costs more than the money that I've withdrawn, then I will just swipe the rest of the money. So I withdraw the money thinking diabala, because I'm just like, I just don't want to swipe huge amounts of money at once at restaurants and those kind of places, because it's going to seem very suspicious. If maybe to have gone shopping, I wouldn't mind. But now I'm always eating food that's worth 10K. I'm always drinking alcohol that's worth my 15,000. I was tired of that. So I'm like, okay, let me withdraw this money. I withdraw it. I'm pissed at this point. I'm really upset. So I go withdraw the money. As I'm withdrawing the money, this other car comes to stop by me, and these other guys in this car trying to talk to me. So he gets off the car to try come through and to intimidate. And I'm like, why did you even let me go to the ATM by myself? Because the least you could have done is to get off the car and accompany me and wait at a distance, but enough for you to watch me for safety reasons in case somebody tries to mug me. But okay, I withdraw the money. At this point, Ichiki is on 100 and Difuni no nangodo because I'm pissed. I withdraw the money, get back to the car. I'm upset. And he's like, are you okay, babes? You seem like you're not okay. I'm like, I'm just going through my own things. Get to the brunch place. Him and his boy decide that they're gonna go somewhere else. I don't know what they were going to do there. And then the lady and I went for brunch. We get to this place in Rosebank. I wanted pizza. I know it was brunch, but I still wanted pizza. Get to this place in Rosebank where I've once gone to, and I had really good pizza. So I was like, I want the pizza from there. We had mimosas, and she had habli because she liked habli. And then took some great pictures. Then the guys came to join us, and then we drove to this other popular place where they sell pizzas and nice, like they sell pizza and ricotta kind of food. I don't even know how to explain that place. But you guys know it. I just forgot the name. It's in Joburg. Hopefully I find the name and I put it on screen. But if I don't, just know that I haven't found the name. We went to that other place. It's also in Rosebank. There's also a weed lounge inside, but you have to walk inside to see the weed lounge. So the guys wanted to smoke. So the guys went to the weed lounge. We sat outside and I ordered food that I've always wanted to try from the place. We ate, had a few drinks, and then sat there, chat, paid the bill, left. Now we get to the crib. When we get to the crib, we're all chilling. The girl and I, also the guys decided to go do their business, like they're going to work. They were not really going to work as in like to the office, but they were going to a business meeting. So they left us at the crib. When they left us at the crib, they were going to leave us for like the whole day. So when they left us at the crib, we chilled together, got to know each other even more, started getting ready because we were going to go out for late lunch, early dinner. And then we got to know each other a little bit more. And I saw that she's actually quite a wholesome girl, and she had been with that guy for like 2 years, so that their relationship was actually serious. And she was telling me about how he took her to Cape Town. I think the girl is she's half Nigerian, half something else though, not Namibian, I forgot. But she's very pretty, guys. I know I've said this before, but she's extremely gorgeous. And you guys know I love gorgeous women. Like, I love women. I'm a girlies girl. So then we chilled and got to know each other a little bit more. She was telling me that what this guy did for their anniversary. She was telling me what he does for her. And then the guys come back. So while we're getting ready to go out for this late lunch, early dinner thing, he decides that he wants us to have a conversation. He's like, Asia, can we talk? Do you have a moment? I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, we could talk. And then he's like, why do I not like him? I'm like, what do you mean? I like you, you're my friend. And he's like, no, why do you not like me enough to date me? And I'm like, you've never asked me out. Mind you, I'm trying to run away from the questions. Otherwise, I don't want him to ask me out, but I just didn't know how to tell him that the things that I wanted to tell him, you know? I thought I was uncomplicating things, and I'm complicating them further. So then he's like, yeah, Sia, you don't like me enough to be my girlfriend. I feel like you're just always trying to run from me, whatever. And I'm like, I feel like we've never had this conversation openly where you ask me if whether I like you or not. So I don't understand how you came into that conclusion. And then he's like, okay, Sia, I want us to be together. I'd like for you to be my girlfriend. And I want to get you an apartment here in Joburg so you move and come live in Joburg. He knows living in Joburg has been a dream of mine because that's where my industry prospers mostly. That's where most opportunities are. So he knows basically because he's my friend and we talk about things as friends. I'm like, yo, emotional with friendship. Have me like a nice time. Yeah, have me like a nice time. Oma, I'm stressing fana. But I listened to what he had to say, and then I told him that that's because I've always seen him as a friend, and the time where we could have potentially gone out and pursued something is the time that he messed up our relationship when we were in Cape Town, because I saw that he was talking to a lot of girls, especially girls in my industry. Like the girls I found in his DMs, you guys would be shocked. I was shocked. When I see those girls, I still look at them differently, because how dare you ask a man for Debonair's pizza when you could have asked him for something bigger? Like, you know, that type of thing. So I used that to kind of like run away from him and just let him know that's how I felt at the time. And also I told him that, dude, you've never tried to pursue me. It's always groove. A good time. Let me send you money. Let me send you 20k. Let's do this with this money. You don't even give me imali. Like in dipe imali as indoda maipe indomazana imali, because women want money. Women love money. So dipe imali. You're trying to pursue me. Pursue ngemali. Get to know me ngemali. Date me ngemali. Ndifuna imali. I just want money. So I was like, I'll dip in a man when you don't give me money and say, Sia, this is for you to do this. Mind you, when he keeps sending me all these amounts of monies, I checked out one of my cards. I was like, there is no way I'm going to check out my card. I think my card is about 4.9, 4.8, around those amounts of money. So I was like, ndizo check out the card yam and ndizopuma apa ndiphume ndisithi ngisele ukutyala phansi ndizophuma ndicheck out the card yam. So I checked out one of my cards, and then, but he didn't ask me anything. So then I'm like, you don't even send me money to give me money. Like you don't pursue me. Outside of money, you never take me out on date nights. You don't take me out on lunch for dates where we get to know each other. It's always, let's go drinking with my friends. Let's go groove with my friends. It's never you and I time where you say, see, I'm trying to pursue you. I'm trying to ask you out. Can I get to know you better? So I was like, if you're trying to be my man, you're going to have to get to know me better and outside of groove, right? And then he was like, he hears me, he understands he's going to do better. So I was like, the best start would be you getting me roses because I love flowers. So let's start with you getting me flowers and then ask me out on a date and send me money. And then we can talk about other things like you getting me an apartment. And he's like, okay, this is my plan. Fine, I'll do the things you want me to do. But my plan is to get you an apartment here in Joburg. I'll buy an apartment. It's going to be under his name, obviously. Imagine, but you're buying it for me. Okay. I'll buy an apartment and you're going to live there. And we're gonna establish some rules. And he's like, guys, when you live there, I can come there anytime I want. Guys, now think about it. You are at your place, you are sleeping, and man just walks in because he's gonna have the keys. It's gonna be his apartment too. I mean, if you are my man and you've been my man for a long time and we got to know each other, and we're dating, and you have the keys to my place, I don't mind. But now we're starting afresh and we're getting to know each other in an intimate way, in a dating way, and you want to have access to me uncontrollably like that. I understand it's your money, but you're the one who chose that you want to get me an apartment. So then he's like, he's going to have access to my apartment and he can come whenever he wants. Also, each time a visitor comes, he has to know, no boys allowed. I have guy friends. Like, what do you mean Sabelo can't come visit me at my apartment? I've got different types of friends. I've got gay friends, straight friends, I've got guy friends, girlfriends. I want to be able to have my people at my place. And he's just like, yeah, it's basically going to be like that. I'm like, so controlling. Full control, I'm a steering wheel. I am not a steering wheel. You cannot control me like that. There's no Wendy remote. You want to control me to that extent? There is no way. And I'm listening to him speak. I'm like, I hear you, but that could never be me. I would rather work for my things and attain the things I want the way that I want. And I feel like I've worked hard for them and I'm deserving of them and I enjoy them the way I want to enjoy them. I want to have my friends at my place. I want to have brides. I want to have games night. I want to host. Yes, I'd love for you to have access at my place as my friend, but now you're coming across as very controlling and as if you're my father. There is no way. Yes, I did not have a present father figure, but I'm not looking for the father in the streets. So I'm like, no, that's not going to happen. So then we start arguing about that. And then he's like, he really likes me and he's liked me for years and he's kept it like shush, but he's just always wanted to pursue a relationship with me. He was hoping that one day I'd see the same thing and that I'd feel the same. I'm like, hey, let's just focus on going to eat dinner. Get dressed, we're going to eat dinner. At dinner, I'm just thinking that I just rejected this guy. Anything could happen at this point. While we're at dinner, mind you, I told him earlier when we were talking at the crib that, dude, you like sending me money unprovoked and you don't ask me. You don't ask me for permission because la mala undipi, the money that you want me to use towards something or to pay for something. So I don't appreciate that. I can't have huge amounts of money coming into my account and leaving my account just like that. Because I'm irresponsible with my money. So there's no way. Also, it's going to be so suspicious. It's going to be as if I borrow money from people and that's what the bank is going to think. And then my credit score is going to go down. Like, it's going to mess up so many things for my future. So I'm like, I don't appreciate that. I had told him. While we're out having this early dinner, late lunch, early dinner, he sends money to my account, 14,000 rands again. Fine, we eat the dinner, we have drinks. It's all four of us again. Eat the dinner, we have the drinks, and then we leave to go to the cribs. To the crib, the guys decide to leave us. The girl and I remain behind. We drink, we play some Afro beats, we enjoy. I'm enjoying this. What is this? I'm enjoying this for the last time. Jiva over my last. Otherwise, tomorrow morning I am out of this place and I will not tell him. What I did was I booked my flight while we're out for dinner. No, after dinner, while they were out, I booked my flight, paid for it, and then for the next day, and I think I had booked it for around 1. Then I arranged that I'm going to meet with my friend for breakfast, and then I will go to the airport and fly out. However, my other friend contacted me and said, "Can I please stay and spend one more night in Joburg, then come back the next day?" So I changed my flight. And then we drank, sat and everything. Then when I went to bed early, when the guys came in, he came and he slept. We basically didn't speak to each other because I think he was very unhappy with his findings. And then I felt so terrible. I felt terrible in the sense that I felt terrible because I'm in someone else's space. Anything can happen anytime. So I don't like not having control. I slept with one eye open. Basically. So then he woke up in the morning. I was like, hey, so I need to go because I got a call that I have a work meeting at 2 in Durban, so I need to go back to Durban. And then he was like so sad over it. maybe an ex, I don't know, but he expressed his disappointment, the fact that I'm leaving abruptly, and the fact that things are the way they are because he really likes me and he wanted us to pursue something together. I just told him, I am so sorry, but I'm not there, and I feel like he broke that trust because he had an opportunity to when we were in Cape Town, and he could have acted right towards me, but he didn't because he was busy with so many girls, and that ended up compromising me and what we could have potentially had. So I don't trust him anymore. I would like for us to remain friends and nothing beyond that. Then he was like, he understands. I packed my stuff, I left. I ran out of that place. I went to my friend's place, lied and told him I got to the airport safely, lied and told him I got to Durban safely. That time I was in Joburg having a good time with my friends. Then I came back to Durban and we never spoke after that. We never spoke after that. And what I concluded was the fact that this guy wanted me to sleep with him in order for me to get money. He wanted to own me first in order for him to send me money and pay. And I am okay because I didn't need his money, but I was just like, stop sending me money the way you send me money. If you want to pay money, but soon send me money because you want me to pay for things, then you pay for things. And the thing about them, they will make excuses and say that their FNB is investigating them. That time they don't even have accounts. They will not have accounts. I don't know how they survive, but they will lie to you and say FNB is investigating them, or they lost their card, or there's don't fraud, whatever. But I believe FNB. FNB is right. I'm sorry. There's no way that banks would investigate you for nothing. There has to be something off there. According to my off, you always change your numbers. You have 1,000 SIM cards as a person. That means whatever you do is not legal. And I think it involves other people losing money, I suspect. So I was just like, I wouldn't want to be involved with a person like this because his finances would depend on me most of the times. He will send money to my account. I'll have to pay for certain things in the sense that like he sends money to me, then I have to pay. It's like sends a fraud, so too, and I'm not that type of person. And I was just like, I don't want to be with this guy. Decided that when I got to Durban, I blocked him. I don't want our friendship. I'm good. And that's how things ended, actually. So that was the update. Otherwise, if you want to find by Akhona AmaNigeria, away from Nigeria. Okay guys, yeah, this story time was for fun, nothing deep, nothing too serious, and it was just an update of how I went back. I'm not proud that I went back, but ndipindele, and you know what, I still came back and I learned. However, I just want to say, please don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to like and to leave a comment below. Most importantly, please share this video with as many people as possible. Follow me on social media. My links are in the description box. From myself, siyamthandandamase, and the Siyamthandandamase, darling, this is goodbye. I'll see you guys on my next video. I love you guys, and stop dragging me for my story times. Bye.